We're live.
All right. So Amelia said, you know what? It's not fair that I'm just going to interview her. So now she wants to interview me, which is,
yeah,
it's good.
Always behind the camera. Now we got to get in front of it.
Oh, you have to be on the side.
Okay, Terry,
What's up?
how's it going?
Hey, chat.
Hey, chat. Do you have any traveling tips for people?
Ooh, traveling tips. I really hate, let's start with a negative. Actually, let me flip it around. When I travel, I really, really don't like to go to big tourist zones. So my biggest, I guess, it's a pet peeve and a trip, is like, I don't like to research too much because the internet is full of algorithms and it's always pushing super popular things to do. And I find that your chances of finding something that I find to be really cool, you rarely will find it on the internet. So what I like to do is talk to people who I trust, who live a similar lifestyle, who like ride bikes, or a lot of bike messengers, same thing. A lot of bike messengers who like to, not spend a lot of money for food and not like to, go to super bougie stuff. They tend to kind of stay away from touristy zones. So find someone like that to ask. And don't research, don't Google things, because 99 times out of 100, you're gonna go to a spot that I don't really care to be in. So, sometimes they're cool. I do like seeing the Tokyo Tower and all that. That's cool. Let me get in front of him. But no, I'm not gonna go do some tour, or you know what I mean, or go spend way too much money. I love being a tourist, but I hate being treated like a tourist. Does that make sense?
Yes.
When I go to a place, I want to see, I want to do what somebody who has been here for a long time, not quite a local, but someone who is experienced in that place,
Okay.
likes to do, because I think they have a better perspective than what you'll find on the internet. That's my tip.
So you mentioned money twice there, and I think that for traveling, that can be a big inhibitor for people.
It's huge.
So what are some ways that you are able to save money while you're out? What do you suggest not spending money on traveling?
Accommodations. Do not spend money on accommodations. That's my biggest, I like staying really nice, fancy places, but when I go to a place, you're there to shower, shit, and fucking sleep. What else are you doing there? Maybe if you're there with your significant other, totally, if you want to have a nice spot, understandable. You want me to go left here or right?
Let's go right. You are actually allowed to ride on the sidewalk here.
Yeah, that's the thing about Japan, is riding on the sidewalk is all right. Yeah, I would not spend money on accommodations. I got really lucky. I've always wanted to travel. When I was in high school, it comes from skateboarding. I used to watch a lot of skate videos, and there's a lot of travel videos that got me interested in seeing other places, mostly for the architecture and the people. And then when I joined, when I did time in the military, here, I'll get in front of you.
Yeah.
I wanted to be overseas. I wanted to travel. I wanted to go to new places. So that kind of allowed me to travel a little bit. And then when I got a job in video production, I got lucky because I was doing documentary work, and a lot of that work tends to travel. So my early travel, I'm gonna cross right here. My early travel videos, I shouldn't say videos, my early traveling, a lot of it might from the outside look like I'm just bougie traveling all over the place. But a lot of those early videos, especially early on, if you saw videos, I was there for work. I was on the job being paid the travel was paid for, my accommodations were paid for, I was working, and on the time between my job, I would borrow a bike, or sometimes I even brought a bike with me if I could, and I would go and try and film and make something happen when I was there, because I was just interested in it, in doing that. And so I did get a little lucky with my first traveling experiences that way. Yeah.
Nice.
So money-wise, yeah, I don't know. I got a little lucky with it.
And okay, so you kind of started with skateboarding.
Yeah.
And you went into the military.
Yeah.
And now you're very involved in, I would say, street cycling culture.
Yeah.
Can you talk about any commonalities that you find between those worlds and what you've learned from that?
Yeah, the common theme with like cycling and skateboarding is that it's kind of like it's kind of like the same as street photography. It's like just do the thing and ask for forgiveness. Don't ask for permission, you know? And to a certain point, like you want to, like a place like this, you want to kind of respect how people interact in the way they live their lives, but you don't want to break the rules all the time. But you know, if I want to go and like rip down this road late at night and maybe I blow a light, like I'll do it when no one, you know, when there's no one out there to try and respect, but I'll ask for forgiveness. This lady wants to pass me. I don't know if that relates. It's kind of like a just get it done kind of thing, you know? It's like very DIY, I feel like, in that way. I look at it through like a filmmaking, like a lens more than like, oh, I skate or I ride a bike. So it's kind of like get it done, get the shot, make it happen, do the thing. And if you get in trouble or something, say sorry, or you offend someone, say sorry, because that's not my intent, and that's usually not the people I'm filming with's intent. No one's purposely going out trying to terrorize people, you know? We're just trying to go and feel alive and do this thing that we like to do. And sometimes people like to ride really fast and live on the edge a little bit.
Why do you feel that it's important to document people that otherwise, you know, it might not seem that they're, how do I say it? That might be otherwise overlooked.
I think most of the money in most people's, most funding for cycling and for bike riding in general doesn't really come from people who are riding on the streets. Although brands, especially more in the past, love to tap into it to make money and sell product. And then soon as that that trend or that fad's over, they just dropped everything. And I think that's a similarity with skateboarding. Same thing happened. I'm gonna stop here and be a good boy. And I think it's important to just show this way of riding a bike. Like I'm about all kinds of riding, all kinds of bike riding, and riding on the street for most people is it's like a gateway to riding more bikes. And so someone needs to like help foster and show, you know, document these things happening, even if people don't want to see it. I think it's important to show that people are riding this way and doing these types of things, even though it's not like, it's kind of frowned upon in a lot of societies. Someone needs to share this stuff, especially, you know, what happens in 20, 30 years when everyone's riding a fucking e-bike or whatever, you know, it's bound to happen. It's gonna happen. There's a car behind you. I'm gonna take this left. I'm rambling more than you are, see?
No, not at all. Take this left. Okay, I got another question for you. What is a recent bike trend that you love, and what is a recent bike trend that you hate?
Ooh, I guess it's two-sided. I like that there are more companies, especially here in Japan, that are pushing like riding on the dirt, like bikes that are capable, like utilitarian. They have like a bunch of ways to mount things. You know, I don't want to just say bike packing bikes, but like it's kind of in vogue. It's trendy to have a bike that you can load up and ride off road and use it to tour maybe, or like ride in the city with your work clothes in a pannier or a bag. I think that's cool. What I don't think is cool is all the people buying up the 90s mountain bikes. I think that's fucked up. I mean, I enjoy those bikes, but there's something about it's not specifically like rebuilding 90s mountain bikes. It's the idea of like, oh, a gravel bike is just a 90s mountain bike. Like, I hate that. It drives me fucking crazy.
Why is a modern gravel bike different than a 90s mountain bike?
The wheel size, first of all. The technology, the geometry might be similar in a lot of ways, but like the whole like save the rim brake thing, like, yeah, I think the aesthetic, I understand. It's beautiful. But dude, disc brakes on dirt? Come on. There's no argument. And people try to argue that. There's no fucking argument. Now we happen to be going the same direction.
Sorry.
Now we're going the same direction we came. I'll take a left or something.
Okay. I agree with you.
I think it's silly, and I think it's a style thing and an aesthetic thing, and I fucking think it looks great. However, it's not the same. And that's not to say you can't come out and like have it. Like, I'm all for riding all the bikes, and that's one of the bikes. It's just the like, this is there's no difference. You might as well just get one of these. I think it's a dumb, I don't know. I think people just try to create tension in genres for no reason. Just let everyone ride the bike they want and don't try to compare it to something else. I like that there's options. There should be lots of options. Oh, that was our left. Oh well.
We can go straight.
Okay.
So I think that in all of human history, actually, people tend to be scared of new technology.
Oh yeah.
You seem to have a very, you have an appreciation for technology.
Yeah.
And can you talk a little bit about that and why you think that fear may be misdirected and how you think that technology has the potential to improve our lives?
I think people are afraid of technology because people don't like change. They are scared of.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. This is a hill. You want to go down this way?
Yeah, I think we can turn off before the hill.
Okay.
We don't like riding hills, right?
I'm saying downhill, and you're riding with one hand.
We only like flats.
We got a spot. Here we go. I think people are scared of new technology because people are terrified of change. And, everyone complains about change. And I've seen it outside of technology with cities. Like San Francisco was the first place where I was living there. And then I even was like, oh man, this place is, all these tech guys are here now. And like, it sucks. It's so expensive. It's changing. It's like, dude, cities are living and breathing and they change and change and change and change. And so like going to New York and then hearing like local New Yorkers talking about how it used to be and like, get the fuck out of here, you're a gentrifier. It's like, bro, this shit has been going on forever. Things change. So people are just scared of change. And that's the same thing with technology. People are worried about the way it is. And yeah, there's probably things that are terrible, like the cell phone, for example, was a huge technological change, and it has really disrupted this way, or I'm trying to avoid the hill for you.
I think that's
because you're riding with one hand. We can go this way now.
This is nice. Actually, I like this direction a lot. I think there will be a hill, but I think it's worth it.
Yeah, so like technology is one of those things that I think they can be bad, and people always see the bad things, and I guess I'm more optimistic with it. It has done a lot of things to make a lot of things easier. Look at the way like a lot of people work. They work from home, and I don't know if that's good or bad. You know what I mean? Like you could just like don't have to be sitting in an office anymore, and you like people can work and make bike videos and supplement their income putting stuff on YouTube, and like people can watch that video on an airplane flying 30,000 feet in the air. And get information on something. I think it's incredible. Don't get me started on like internet and Starlink and that shit.
Well, if I knew more about it, I might ask you, but I am not technologically. Oh, that was a cool bike shop. In tune.
Oh, circus.
I do want to ask you. I think that you work in a creative field.
Yeah.
And you kind of work for yourself a lot of the time, which I think is something that a lot of people would like to pursue, but find it difficult. What is some advice you would give to somebody looking to break out of the 9 to 5, working for something that doesn't fulfill them?
I think the first thing is you have to find, obviously you already know what you want to do if you're thinking about working for yourself. There's something there that you're interested in pursuing like full-time for yourself possibly. I would say you need to find a window of transition. Let's take this right.
Okay.
You need to find a time to transition. So supplementing your income, which I'm in that position. I'm not a full-time, I don't just make YouTube video. I wish I made enough money where I could, but it's just
left?
Yeah. It's just not dependable enough. The live streams, it's just not dependable. It's so up in the air. It's not like with a salary, you know exactly how much you're getting paid every 2 weeks or every month. I don't, ever. I never know what's coming. If I put out 60 videos in 30 days, I might make half as much money as I did when I only made 10 videos. It's so inconsistent. Honestly, quality over quantity is something that I've learned the hard way, just using YouTube as an experimental place. Take this right.
Yeah.
So I guess, finding a transition from what you're doing now to doing the thing you want to do. So you need to find, if you really enjoy or you really want to make it a thing, maybe that looks like a dead end.
Yeah.
If you really want to find the thing, whatever that thing is, to pursue as a full career, working for yourself, whatever that may be, you need to be working on that thing when you're not at work. And unfortunately, I find that some people are lazy. And maybe it's not that they're lazy.
Sorry, I gotta get this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe this left here, I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see, is it open? Looks like a parking lot. Unfortunately, and it's not, saying that people are lazy is a really fucked up way to say it. It's like you're spending so much time your own free time to work for someone else. When you get off of that job, you're burnt, you're spent, you don't want to work anymore. But that's the time when you need to be putting in time to that other thing, whatever that is. And then once you need to be building that up while you're being paid. Because to make that payment, that jump, that's the hardest part. I don't know if we can go this way.
And what motivates that for you?
I really enjoy filmmaking. I guess we'll go right again and go straight this time.
Yeah.
I really enjoy filmmaking, and I really enjoy taking photos. When I walk around, I get inspired. When I'm traveling, I get really inspired again. I'm not as inspired by, like, I don't get inspired by scrolling on Instagram or TikTok. Like, it's like anti-inspiration. It's like time consuming. You're burning time. You're being influenced by other people's ideas that they've already done. Oh, these are stairs, aren't they?
Should we walk down them?
Yeah. Taking you to some stairs. Now I'm going on a TikTok and Instagram hole, but yeah, I need to be out and doing something outside to get inspired. I'm inspired by films, and sometimes there are things on Instagram, but that are filmic, but 90% of it is not. It's just it's just trash. And look, there's Blue Lug right there.
We made it to Blue Lug. Should we do a little vending machine?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm fucking rambling.
I think to end it, I'm going to ask for the same question you asked me.
Oh, I don't have.
Which is.
I don't have money though.
I have money. Which is, what do you think of when I ask you about the meaning of life?
What do I think the meaning of life is?
Yeah.
It's what you said is I align very much with what you said about the meaning of life. It's about relationships and connecting with people. And I don't think it has to be a one-to-one person connection. I think it could also be a one to a group. It doesn't have to be one-on-one. And connecting and sharing ideas and loving each other. Sounds corny, but it's true. Like, people sharing joy, doing things for people, you know what I mean? Like holding a door for someone every once in a while. I don't know. Like, that stuff. I get angry sometimes in New York when I see people just like walking by. I don't know. Like, just hold it. Like, are you really in that much of a hurry? That's the meaning of life. Holding the door for somebody.
It kind of is.
It's like
that's
just
a
helping
metaphor,
someone
right?
else out. Yeah.
Open the door.
Yeah.
Keep the door open.
Yeah.
You don't have to be afraid to let other people through.
Yeah. I get it too. People are on their way to work or whatever, but like, maybe just smile one time.
Smile for the camera.
Smile one time, It's great. Smiling is great, And I've learned to, instead of getting angry and pissed off, and I know I've talked about this with track bikes in New York. When I ride a track bike, you don't see me riding a track bike very much because it makes me such an angry person. I get so mad. I get so angry at cars and pedestrians who aren't paying attention ever. And that's just the way it is in New York. And so I can't expect everyone else to change. So what I had done was I slowed down and stopped riding a track bike as much. And that has made me happier, unfortunately. And this isn't a track bike versus this bike or that bike. But what I'm saying is, now I ride around and I'm fucking smiling. A car cuts me off and I just slow down, and sometimes I might lose my temper a bit, but I just smile at them. I'm like, that was a great turn. Have a good day. Thanks for slamming on your brakes, sir, with a smile. And maybe I'm being passive aggressive, but I'm still fucking smiling. So just smile,
And what are we gonna get?
They don't have. Yeah, I had one of these earlier. All right, we're gonna do something different because I don't know what it is. Never had it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going with something weird.
Not being afraid of change.
We're trying something new. You might find something you like. This is the thing I do as well. When I go to a place of travel and I find a spot that has good food and it's good, I don't like to waste time in finding other spots that might be bad. I'll go to that same spot like 3 or 4 times on like a week trip just because I'm like, I know this spot is fucking bomb. We're going with the Real Gold. Real Gold. It's got vitamins in it. It might be an energy drink. I don't know. It says something B2, B6 vitamins, I imagine. I had a Dr. Pepper earlier, so I don't want one of those. Also, always keep my dentist in New York. I've only been to a dentist twice in New York and I've been there for 9 years, going on 10. Same guy. He told me the secret to your teeth is carrying one of these flossers on you at all times. So you might have seen me earlier, like fucking with it. I floss my teeth all the time.
Remember to floss.
Don't forget to floss. Oh my God, look at this can, it's so cool. All right, let's see. It looks like Red Bull. It tastes like Mountain Dew. You wanna try it? It tastes like gummy bears.
Yeah. It does taste like candy.
Like gummy bears or something.
Yeah. Anything you wanna
one
end
more
with?
secret to travel. Learn how to pack light. That has changed my ways of traveling. Like I brought one pair of pants. I only brought one pair of pants. I know it's fucking gross, but look, just take a shower in the morning and at night, you know? Try to not get sweaty and ride a bike, and you're like, bring a pair of, if you're gonna ride real hard and sweat, bring something to ride in, like a bib or something, but one pair of pants.
That's all you need.
You just need socks and underwear, really. Come on, guys, figure it out. And it gives me more room to bring camera stuff, so here we go. One pair of pants, 4 cameras.
See?
It's perfect.
Okay. Thanks, Terry.
Thank you. Bye, chat.
So we bring to a close the story of rigid control through the unceasing research and the highest quality.